Hello, welcome back everybody, welcome. The caster challenge is about to begin and our winner is Asek. So congratulations Asek, he's just accepted my challenge. We're going to play on an AK aim map I love it. So he's here, he's being very polite. He put you gonna get wrecked. Do I need EAC? Nope, mate. You don't need that. Don't need any cheat. So we're joining the server right now, and remember, if he wins a skin. He wins about $100 worth of skins. He's got a choice of 2, and pretty decent just for typing like 8 letters in a chat. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work, and he gets to play on stream as well. So how are you feeling about this, Nero? What's your prediction for the upcoming game?
I saw him being quite fired up in the chat about this.
He was fired up? What was he saying?
It's like he was saying time to play some 1v1
Time to play?
Like, looked like he was ready.
It's time to play some 1v0 for me. This guy's going to get his shit kicked out of him. I'm pretty sure I'm going to beat the crap out of this kid, mate. Like, nobody is on my level. This is just too easy. There's no way that this kid's got anything on.
Are you playing just a regular aim map right here? Yes. Is it going to be AKs and M4s and then AWPs over some?
Yeah, no. It's just a best of 1. This AK-47, and
okay.
I'm gonna pop him in the face basically. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot him here 8 times. I think it's 8 times. Maybe a couple more, and then I'm gonna deny the skins. Okay, I'm not even nervous today. I'm gonna kick the crap out of this guy. There's a minute left. Oh, and he's just joined. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. This asset guy, one of the ladies. He's gonna get absolutely hammered today. He's gonna get absolutely hammered. This guy. I feel sorry for him, quite frankly. Look at that. Get knifed, bro.
Okay.
Back in B. Let's go. I'll type in chat.
Like he's not so prepared anymore.
Are you
apparently.
ready to get beat? I put.
Okay, so
live. I wonder if he's here. I don't wanna beat him when he's not here. Okay, he put. Okay, fuck. Sorry, I was AFK. What the hell? Get back on your PC, mate. Okay, he's ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. I can see some actually basketball right there. Can you play basketball instead of Counter-Strike maybe? Oh, wow.
There we go.
That's not a bad headshot.
I know. I started off hot yesterday, and it didn't go well at the end. So
can you actually though aim at him instead of like shooting at the walls, man? Please.
Whoa, Nero. Well, you're supposed to be on my side. We're Team Caster right now. You don't. You do realize. You do realize, Nero, that you don't get paid today if I lose this.
Okay, so let's see. Where did the shot come from? You don't even know. Oh, that's a good one. But I don't know, when you get these obvious shots, you're like completely confused. But now you're getting these awesome ones.
All right.
Not too shabby. Can't see the enemy. I don't have the access to the server, so not like I'm gonna tell you where he is either.
You can see it on stream after it happens. So.
Well, I can see how you're shooting down right here. Oh, well, he's changed position for sure now. 15 HP. Oh, come on.
Missed it.
Did you even hit him? Did you even hit him?
Once, mate.
Okay. Let's see. Once again, you got to just move around. You got to move around a little bit. Just look at how mobile he is, and you're not walking. You're not using your movement.
I know, man.
He could just pre-fire the same position every single round. He would already have won.
He's everywhere.
That's it. Yeah, that's because that's what you got to do. Okay. Finally get different respawns so that you're not in the same spot, but unlucky, mate. You knew where you were. Anyway.
This guy's not very good.
This guy is crouch 360 spinning out there. That's how good he is.
Oh, this is
Are you trying actually?
Yeah, no,
are you
I am.
actually
This
trying?
is rough, man.
One tap noob. Oh my god, you got wrecked,
Oh,
mate.
wow. Whoa, what the?
Alright,
This
so
guy.
basically, does anybody in the chats, do you have anything to talk about? Because
Oh,
I don't
talk
know if
about
there's
that,
anything to
chat.
watch. Ooh.
Talk about that.
Just make it a bit more often. Oh,
Come on, I'm inside his head at this point. Oh, there we go. Is this match
maybe
point?
he's inside of yours.
No, he definitely isn't.
Easy win. Yeah, I
don't
also
think
think
so.
so.
I
I mean,
don't-
I've
I
been
don't
playing
think
quite a
so.
bit of ChallengeME 1v1s, but I have to say I never got beaten up as hard as that. OT,
Oh,
maybe, at least.
shit.
How far off is it? 8-4, still no match point. Are there any halves even? Or are
Oh,
you just
dang.
going?
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
That is
Not an
rough.
OT, not even
No,
close.
that's
shots.
fairly rough, actually. That's fairly rough. That's also not a lot of fun. So I am not doing very well. I'm not doing very well at all. I'll be perfectly honest. That's 0 to 4. 0 to 4. We've played this 4 days, and I've not won yet. So stick to your day job, I guess. I'm not turning pro anytime soon. Apparently.
Maybe next time.
Stick to
I don't want to
casting.
be playing, but
Stick to casting, I guess. But that really does suck. You know, the funny thing is we have to reach out and get sponsors. Obviously, we get sponsors, and we're like, oh yeah. Come on, give us some skins, and we'll put on this tournament and stuff. This 1v1 tournament, and we've got a caster here, but he's really good. So don't worry, you probably won't be paying out that many skins anyway. So put up a lot of skins, and you probably won't be paying up anything. I've lost 4 times, 4 sets of skins, and
the disappointment, you know.
I'm a man of the people. I'm giving the wealth to the people. I don't use skins myself. I'm like Jesus, basically. So if anyone's talking shit about me, there's no reason to, because I am Jesus. I give the wealth, give the skins back to you guys at home. Just exclamation mark ticket in chat. The next time we'll be playing this caster challenge, if they let me play again, will be on the 16th of August. Apparently, we're going to be playing every day after the consolidation final. So make sure that you put that in your calendar. August 16th, ELC. Legend Series, it's the online final. And although this is very weak Counter-Strike and you're watching someone who's horrible at the gameplay, there will be some decent Counter-Strike that day. Already in the finals, WASD, Imperial and Outlaws. And the winner of the following match is going to join them. It's either Tricked or Vexed Academy. So, who do we think, Nero?
Tricked, but I don't know. I feel like Vexed Academy have got a good shot of winning one map, unless they're not throwing like they did against B Pro. I mean, guys, please, come on. What was that in the second round? What happened in the ending of the map?
My producer put 6 cry laughing faces in the chat. So I don't know if I think that this is about the caster challenge, I'm pretty sure. So they're already really enjoying themselves downstairs. But oh yeah, what's being said? We do have a show to make. He's typing as well now, so here comes the trash talk. It's starting already, Nero. my weekend of hell. At least I've got this going for me. It's Friday. I can just go home, hide in my room for the whole weekend. I actually go to the theme park with Sasha tomorrow. So let's hope that he doesn't mention it. Let's hope that nobody says anything about this caster challenge. I kind of want to forget about it. We might even delete the VODs.
Maybe you can call up your friend on that offer again and go to Macedonia actually and just
Sure.
drink all the worries away.
So that sounds like a great idea. I think I'm gonna take. So
You
basically,
have to get that battery acid.
but
Right?
that battery acid tasting alcohol. I'm gonna take a plane straight to Macedonia. If you're watching at home, I'm gonna come to Macedonia. We'll play some CS. We'll drink some strong absinthe, and we'll have a lot of fun. And he put. My producer said I'm giving worth to the world. But
Wow.
apparently that 1v1 was so short that the teams aren't ready. So the teams aren't ready at all. That 1v1 was just too short. I didn't even put up a fight. The thing is, day one, Casa Challenge, people are like, everyone's talking about it in the office because it's the new thing. It's a trendy thing. People are like, yeah, they've seen me play CS before, and they're like, no, I'm pretty good. I am like okay at the game, but so this is the new thing in the office. They're talking about it all the time. I'm really nervous day one. I suck day one. I get put against that. Define guy who's playing in the final right now, and I absolutely suck. Day two, I played pretty badly, but I take it one round left, and it would have been overtime. I still have nightmares about that. The third game yesterday, I took it to overtime. I was ahead. I was like 8-3 up or something, 8-6 up or something like that. Had a couple of opportunities to take it back, but didn't happen.
And you lost it.
Didn't happen.
Wow.
Went into overtime and lost that as well. 0-3. And so yeah, we do have the best of three coming up right now.
And now back to day one, I guess, on this one, right? It was 9-4.
Oh yeah, and then this was almost as bad as every other day. We've just like awful set, but there is some professional Counter-Strike to be played. Obviously, I'm not professional in any way. I'm not a very professional guy. People know that. What are we thinking about this grand final, Nero? I know I asked you earlier and cut you off to just jibber jabber about crap, but.
Yeah, as I said, I think the Vexed Academy should be able to get one map if they really like go in seriously, if they don't make these basic mistakes that they've made sometimes against B-Pro. But as we mentioned, there is a big chance that maybe Train isn't going to be played. Vexed probably don't want that Train anymore since they already lost there. Tricked have a wealth of choice basically out there, and they know that Inferno is not going to be an amazing map for Vexed Academy already. They can easily just go ahead and play the Train that we were just mentioning. What were they playing against Cold Game? It was Overpass, and now I don't think that they would give up so many rounds in the first half because of how warmed up they are now. So there's just a wealth of choice for them pretty much. For Vexed Academy, these guys have to guess. They have to play darts and just whatever they hit, they just pick the map.
Sure thing. If we had to give this one a prediction, because obviously there are 800 people here, they're all waiting for you, Nero. They want to know what you think about this game in terms of a scoreline. In terms of maps, what do you think?
2-1 Tricked. No, 2-0. Okay, let's go for 2-0.
You pussy. You total pussy.
No, I don't.
And then you're like, no, I can't even
think that it's possible for Vexed, but I just, after seeing the matches, I don't believe. I can't.
Just don't believe.
It's a 2-0.
Even Define, even the guy that beat me, you don't think he stands a chance against Tricked?
Maybe if he played the 1v1 right now instead of on the first day, maybe he would get that inspiration from you to win at least, or maybe the entire matchup, but no, I don't think so. Also, especially Vexed Academy, they might already be a little bit tired. They've had to play 3 matches in a row, and well, the first one was the easy one. That's where they could have like conserved a little bit of their energy. But that match was actually first. Then the third in a row that they're gonna play, all of these matches are extremely heavy on them. It just puts them under strains, and I just think that they will be not only tired, but also Tricked will be in such a better spot already with all the info that they've got, and yeah, that's about it.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate for me. Unfortunate for Vexed Academy as well. 2-2-0s predicted for this upcoming game, and the bets aren't doing them much justice either. 22% to 78%. That's just gone up to 80% for Tricked. And this Vexed Academy side, do you think it's because their fraggers are on another level, or do you think it's just the team play?
I don't think it's so much about the team play really, but I think that like some people tend to just shut themselves off when they're playing against Tricked. I'm definitely looking at you, Define, right here, because the performance against Tricked and Train was just not good at all. I think it was 3 frags after the first half, but it was like 2 frags in the last round. So he had 1 kill over 14 rounds at first in Train. And when you're missing a single player that was actually so vital in the other matches, then you stand no chance really. And especially on a map that cannot leave any holes in defense like Train, where, for instance, Define was sometimes the only defender on bomb site B on the CT side, and they would just walk in so easily because he couldn't do anything.
I'm triggered by the chat. I'm triggered by the Twitch chat right now. I know that we have got a grand final coming up, but people still trash talking me. The people are like, what are his PC specs? This guy's global. They're like, they really, yeah. People do like. People do like to trash talk on the internet, but if you want to use those betties in a more productive way, you can obviously bet on this upcoming match. !bet. And is it going to be Tricked or Vexed Academy? So place those bets now, and if you win more betters, and you can use them to buy mice and other animals on our ELC store. So go ahead and do that. Sounds good.
I want a crocodile. Can you get me that, Jamie? Please.
I will get you. I will get you a crocodile. And it's pretty awesome. I'm still reading the chat. It's like I really don't want to. It's like you know, if you Google like I don't know, just something that you don't really want to look at. It's like I'm pretty sure everybody Googles like things that they don't want to look at every now and again, like a disgusting picture of something, or just like they'll just type something into Google out of curiosity, and they get exactly what they expected. I'm getting this, but looking at the Twitch chat. So all these people. Swag has the right mentality. Who needs mice when you have skins? Should we do a Q&A before this final game? Because I don't know if there's a lot more to talk about. I know that that we've got... Oh, the game is actually coming up very soon. They've given me the IP and stuff. How'd you get betters? You get a Betty every time you watch 1 minute of the stream. 1 minute, 1 Betty. And you can use them to bet on the games, to enter a caster challenge that we'll probably not do anymore because they suck. Maybe we'll get Havoc, who is our... It was our technical assistant downstairs doing the dirty work. Maybe it'll be Team ELC against Team ChallengeME. I don't quite know. I look like George Clooney.
What?
Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, anyway, what I wanted to touch on is, because you just very briefly mentioned it, with the betties, you can actually visit what is like the giveaway page. Out there, you can buy some skins, you can buy some peripherals like mice, keyboards, and stuff, and random CSGO pins if you're into that too. You
awesome.
Can buy some accessories from other games too. So there's quite a bit of stuff you can do with the betties. And basically, like 100,000 betties is about 100 euros. And we had a giveaway like a week ago for 100,000 betties. So it's not so hard to get these items there.
We are giving them away. We are just giving away money. So yeah, go follow ELC on Twitter as well, because we're doing those giveaways all over the place. We've got a giveaway going on right now. It's right below the stream. It's right there. You can win a Bayonet Tiger Tooth. It's absolutely free to enter. It's on Gleamio as well, so go do that. And just stay in touch with all the ELC stuff going on, because we're constantly giving away skins. Like, Christ, they give me skins to give away. They're like, Squid, do the caster challenge, like, play a 1v1, and everybody beats me. So we're giving away skins left, right, and center. I'm trying to find this shop though, because I've been on it before, but I can't find it right now. That's a shame. I think I might have a cry about that one. I wanted some examples of the stuff that we sell in our shop, but yeah, you spend the betties. I'm sure the chat moderator will put a link. It's easier than me just saying a URL. ELC Gaming / and it just wouldn't work out. But yeah, go enter our giveaway below the stream whilst we've got a little bit of downtime, and absolutely free Bayonet Tiger Tooth. I think that's factory new. So that's like €300 worth of skin right there, right then. And the first map today is going to be Overpass. Nero, what do you think?
Yeah, it is going to be Overpass. I can already see that. I can already see the people just throwing it down in the warm-up, but still doesn't change my mind. Doesn't change my mind. I think that it's going to be Tricked taking Overpass. And what are the other maps? That is the interesting thing.
Okay, so I do have that information. So Tricked picked Overpass after Cash and Train were banned. Cash being banned by Tricked, Vexed banning Train, and then yeah, well that's obviously interesting, because that was one of the maps that were played earlier. Trick then picked Overpass, obviously, so this is Tricked's pick. Mirage was picked next by Vexed. A not surprising result, I don't think. Obviously, Tricked banned Mirage out in their initial game earlier against Cold. So I feel like Overpass, although that might be a done deal, it's a very team-orientated map. Mirage, which is a common Tricked ban, will be played secondly. And then the final map today, after Cobble and Nuke were banned, what is going to be Inferno, or probably won't. If the predictions come true, then it won't happen, and Inferno will be left out in the open. But we played a best of 3 last night, or this morning at this point, because it went really long, and that ended up being a 2-1. So it's like these games aren't always as clear cut as they seem. Even if one team dominates in the morning, doesn't have to be the same case all the way through. So with 9 players on the server, we'll be getting into this one very shortly.
Yeah, just waiting for Pith, as people are informing us he's about to get on the server, so we'll be starting with that. And yeah, Overpass first, then Mirage, and then Inferno, right? So as I said, on Inferno, I don't really see Vexed Academy getting a good shot out there. Mirage, though, isn't such a bad pick, but I'm also surprised by the Train ban right there. It seemed like much more of a map that Vexed wanted to play, and Tricked kind of winds up playing, and they decide to ban it. I would have said that Nuke would have been a much more valuable ban by Vexed Academy, but Tricked ended up not picking it. So yeah, a lot of weird stuff happened in the veto, but there we go. Tricks are kicking it off here on Overpass, and as people are saying or expecting, should be or could be a map for them. And apparently Vexed Academy are winning the night round 4v5, because why not? Vic was AFK in the respawn. Christ,
what a mess initially. And Tricked, maybe not caring much about how that knife round went, and I just want to see what comment that was in the chat, because that looked interesting. I saw a word beginning with C in the chat, so I have to scroll up and have a look. I'm just too nosy, man. I've got to give the viewers that juicy gossip. He said Pyth is talking with the cops. I don't know why. I don't know why that. What that really means. Maybe he's actually talking to the police, but Pitt, yeah, he's AFK.
What?
Pitt's AFK. He's just AFK. He's talking to the police. That's what they say. I don't know what's going on. in the chat there, they're having a bit of a laugh about everything. But yeah, this match is probably going to start pretty soon. I'm like sure of that. Looking good to get rocking and rolling very shortly. And remember, Tricked are heavy favourites in this one. Vexed won that knife round. Switch aside to the CT so they can play the CT half first. And yeah, a little bit of trash talk. They're saying it defines a support player. They said it's Sapat. I don't know what that. This is a joke. What does this mean, Nero? Help me out.
Support? I don't know. Support player.
I guess it means support. I guess they're talking about.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
Support player. Calling him a load of trash.
Anyway, though, it's quite fun right there to see. Quite good team chemistry, I've got to say, in Vexed Academy out there. Kree's just calling everybody out. First saying that SP's cheating, then the Define is a support player and has autism, actually.
What a match. When you get 10 players in the server who are just up for having a laugh, that's what it's all about, right? Yesterday we had two teams who were just going at each other's throats. They were arguing, swearing at each other, calling each other all the names under the sun, and had to be broken up by an admin. Today, they're just having a laugh, having a bit of a giggle. This is what we like to see. Although I do like the juicy drama. The juicy drama is always good.
Okay, let's kick it off then. Let's just see which team is the better one. Tricked kicking it off on the T side. Last time they were the CTs, they didn't have the best start against the Russian team, but now that Russian team, cold game, they're out of the competition already, and it's all about Vexed Academy. The finals here. The best of three. Define right around the wood stack. He's going to get killed instantly as he peeks out, and what a double kill to start it off. SP though coming in from behind, he's going to make a little bit of a difference, but not for too long. The bomb is planted. They double the number of people Vexed Academy have, and they don't even check the corner where Lucky's waiting, and Kree's surrounded pretty much. He's got nowhere to go really. So what is his plan? A Kevlar and a USB. No, okay, gets a good headshot right there, but what I wanted to mention is that he's got no defuse kit in the vicinity, at least we cannot see it. So that also puts him up against the wall, and just 9 HP gone, so it's not bad when he goes for these angels, but Refresh is finally going to find his head, and 1-0, Tricked Esports win the pistol round. That's a good start for them. They're not messing around at all, and they're not playing pistols after winning the pistol, most importantly, as some people like to do.
The things you think about when you're casting. I'm sat here absorbing the round, and I just think to myself, it pops into my head that I've got a steak in the fridge that I got to use up. 1-0 to Tricked. Vexed. Yeah, they're trailing. They were trailing a lot earlier in this matchup as well. Remember that this is a replay of the best of one that we saw earlier, but this time it's a best of three format.
And this is quite important, one would say, but might turn out that it actually isn't if Vexed Academy don't put up too good of a fight. But so it begins, Piss up close. Refresh though not running in. Very passive of a beginning to this round from Trick. Very long.
The steak thing's broken me, Nero. I don't think I can do it anymore. The steak thing just ruined me. Vexed. They lose the initial member, and that is yeah, Fitness are very happy about that one. TMNT takes a long spray chill down A long, and SB putting a couple of deagle shots on through, but Vex aren't going to fall for this one. They're going to actually get dropped, all of them, apart from Vic, last player alive with just a CZ, and yeah, he could do a little bit of damage, sneak in past, but Refresh, he's not going to let him. 2-0 to Tricked.
Wow, well, quite a flawless round right here. They played with quite a mix of a weaponry too, with SMGs and the Galil even out there from console. I'm still trying to find like a real good reason for picking a Galil. He didn't find a single kill, and most of the time I see people trying to go for some serious fights with it. They would lose even against a USP, but oh. Game continues. Maybe Console will have a good chance for himself.
Yeah, this is going to be very difficult for Vexed to do any serious damage in this one. Obviously, Tricked have such an advantage going into it, and with only 3 pistols left, no sets of armor, Tricked, yeah, they have every single advantage you could ever imagine right now, and it's being held down with the MAC-10s as well. They've done a lot of damage previously with just SMGs, but you see Vic, he's not even looking the right way. Finally, TM moves into that pistol, takes him out, shreds through that unarmored opponent, and gets the kill bonus as well. The kill bonus with the MAC-10, really good to farm up. Here's the UMP as well. So doing good damage, getting good money down, and nobody dropping means Tricked. Their economy is going to be so strong. Look at them. 3 rounds in and already 9,000 on TMNT. Already 7,000 on 2-3 players. 6,000 lucky. They've got so much to work with. Vex are going to have to break their buy twice before forcing anything resembling an eco.
Yeah, the RAZER is the guy who should be looking to get an AWP, so definitely having the most money right there favors him quite a bit, but he is not buying anything up just yet. He's still continuing on with the MAC-10 up against M4s. It could be very risky, but they gets a kill and then picks up an M4. Now it's looking not so bad anymore. A 5-on-4 in favor of Tricked Esports, and they're still going to continue up. And just take a look at that. Defiance got a smoke, Pitt's got a flashbang. 1 minute 20 left until the round's over. They have no grenades. How do you intend to protect the sites like this?
I don't think they'll be able to. I think that even that MAC-10 getting a kill, Tricked individually outperforming Vexed, and Pyth finally hits a headshot, but he's going to be the man to step up, and he's already been eliminated from the server console with a beautiful double spray down. This A site very, very exposed. Defiant takes 2, but it's not enough. Vic 1 versus 2 to keep Tricked from 4 rounds, and it's 4 rounds straight as well. And remember, Vex economy will be in absolute tatters if exactly that happened. They're going to have no money to work with. Vexed are going to give away another round, and Trick's economy is going to be allowed to grow. And this is the problem with getting no real impact kills. Refresh 7-0, and he's just they're keeping this MAC-10 in their hands. They know that they can just destroy Define and Craze. They're unarmored. Oh, console. Takes a headshot. Lucky comes in with 1, 2. There's ins as well. Tricked burst their way onto B. And SB's the only man left. He's hiding by these sandbags. But with 3 dying in the same position, you've got to think that Trick must know that this is some sort of stack. And SB and Craze, probably nothing that either of these players can do. SB getting being smoked out as well. Cannot look back onto this bomb site. And Trick, they're checking every angle. SB goes down without doing any damage. Real problems for Vex Academy early.
Oh, well, him ducking right there as he was peeking straight into SP. Guaranteed a very easy kill with not even taking any damage out there. Craze now the last man standing. Says he's 75, but nobody's going to come up close enough for him to get an easy headshot there too. And Tricked, what a convincing start to this map. That we've definitely gonna give them. And a double AWP setup comes through from Vexed Academy. Though I'm a little bit worried by one of these orbs being in the hands of Piff. It's been
nice, decent. He's really good with the orb
against Big Pro.
Nah, he is literally really good with the AWP. Maybe not today, but like classically, he used to be able to get the AWP out all the time at any level. Just a nice supportive double AWP. And you need somebody to be able to play that supportive role. However, it's worrying that Vex are going for one of these what might be seen as a last resort tactic before they're even really in this game. Tricked are only 5-0 up. The game is far from over. It's far from started. And Vexed Academy, they're already going for these double up setups. It's not a go-to tactic for them. Maybe they're feeling the pressure.
I don't know. Let's see. Craze is up against a good chance for himself, and when you have Esperanto, who is dropping 30 bombs 2 times already today, I don't know why you would actually prefer Piff over him with the AWP. Now they get completely surprised. They're not covering each other too well, and what a good team play from Tricks right there. Everybody peaks at the right moments, and the enemies are completely confused. And with a 5-on-3 like that, Tricks will easily once again be taking the round. It was supposed to be a double op setup. We're supposed to turn it all around in the favor of Vexed Academy, hopefully, but that's not what's happening at all. Pith also completely obliterated, not even a single shot fired really with the AWP, or I think that's Chris just before he died, he pulled the trigger, but...
This is a massacre, though. These kills have been decisive and brutal. Vexed Academy can't get anything rolling, and remember, this was another buy round, a double orb setup invested. They invested absolutely everything. This was like $40,000 amongst their 5 players. They'd put every single penny into this round, and you see they've got nothing left. They've got the $3,400 loss bonus, but like losing 5 rounds in a row and 6 rounds in a row now, hardly a silver lining.
That's quite a bit of money indeed out there on Tricks. And Vexed Academy, do they have anything to really serve up against this, or do they just fall back to playing with some pistols here and there? Picked with the deagle, that's definitely something that I like much more than him with the AWP. Unfortunately, the rest of the team doesn't have the rifles, but maybe Esperanto will finally pick up that AWP at some point, and maybe that could change anything. But for now, not much is going to change. Vic up close, they know exactly where to look for him. That's the one and single rifle that they had walking into this round gone, and everybody's getting wrecked completely all over the bomb site. 7-0 is already very serious scoreline out there. I would normally say that when it's 5-0, it's still not something like so huge. Now the next 4-buy that's coming for Vexed Academy has to be victorious for them. Otherwise, they can pretty much already forget about the first half of this map. They will have to get 10 rounds at least on the T side.
Yeah, and this is like obviously really good for Tricked. 7-0 up, and people are still talking about the 1v1 chat in the admin chat. They give me a lot of crap right now, and yeah, pretty funny stuff.
Okay, it's a double up again. And indeed, just take a look at that. This time it's going to be Esperanto and Kreese. I just have no idea why they decide to give it over to Pith every now and then, but it's just been failing over and over and over.
Yes, well, on Pit without the AWP this time, he's obviously just not feeling it. Like, he is a competent AWPer, so obviously trying it isn't a huge mistake, but Vexed Academy finally getting the kills. Only Lucky left to find with a great double spray down as well, and Craze finishing off the job. That pistol really raining out, and they've got 3 AWPs, triple AWP setup from Vexed Academy. These are the sort of miscommunications that we're talking about. They all ran over an AWP, and I don't know if they're just going to leave it in spawn or what. I would say that like throwing away an investment like this is a mistake. On Overpass, it's one of the maps that you can actually get away with it partially, but yeah, it's obviously not advised to have 3 AWPs. And you see TM, finds that shot, lovely flick. SB eats dirt.
Great shot from RAZER right there, and yeah, it's not the first time. They also tried the triple up setup on Inferno, but there it's been a horrible idea. Once again, turns out to be one. Kreese barely stays alive right there, completely blinded and sitting on top of a molly. Luckily enough, nobody caught up to him with a shot out there. But yeah, this was finally a good round. Pip running in, getting a kill for kill. Esperanto landing a shot with that AWP, which he didn't have in the previous one. The Fine getting a double. It just meshed into a very perfect round for Vexed Academy, but they're not getting another one like this, apparently. Trick not even losing a single person right now, and the Fine, they already know exactly where he is, and right, so it's sure to hit these shots. He's never missed one this far when he had an easy kill like this, and it's just about Pith right now.
Yeah, missing a lot of bullets though, not doing the damage. TM takes him out. A triple kill for his Dragon Law, and that was a huge round for him. The initial kill was beautiful, finishing off the job as well with Pit. And Vexed Academy in absolute tatters. They've got no money to speak of. This is likely going to be a double eco here. And Trick just rolling over the competition.
Alright. Right, so still with the AWP, I sure love to see him with that sniper rifle this far today. He's never failed, and Lucky has been the other highlight on the team of Tricked Esports. Refresh slightly disappointing in the very beginning of the day, but has been getting progressively better and better. So now definitely looking forward to his performance too, but that's all that I'm talking about right now. It's Tricked Esports and what they can do. When it comes down to Vexed Academy, they have very limited options and very limited people who can actually do something. Finally, you could see actually Define getting a big amount of kills in this one victorious round that they had right now. He's sitting at the first place spot in terms of frags on his team, but basically he's failed last time against Tricked, and this time it's not going to be any better if he's the only one to perform on the other hand, right?
Yeah, and Tricked, they're going to abuse these gaps in the defense straight onto B, completely uncontested. Vexed Academy gambling, but gambling incorrectly, have to set up for after plants at this point. The bomb drops and Define trying to take some shots through the smoke, but instead it's Quick to connect with a headshot. Define does a little bit of damage as well, but without the armor on 3 players, how much can Vexed Academy reasonably be expected to do? Being smoked out of this bomb site, these nades are brutal. Vexed Academy cannot go for anything here. Instead, Tricked have this bomb site on absolute lockdown, and unless Vex can do some serious damage here, Tricked are going to have another super convincing round, and I don't see it happening. All of the unarmored opponents being shredded to pieces. Pip back onto this site and doing some damage, but no. He aims for the higher HP opponent as opposed to the lower one. And Esp is the only player left to maybe find an exit, but nobody's going to run into him. 9-1. Trick dominating right now, and their money is amazing. It's perfect. Everybody above 10k after buying, and they're going to be able to buy for practically the rest of this half.
Yeah, one person's died with the bomb's explosion, if I'm not mistaken. But as you say, with the economy that they have, they don't care about it. Maybe that way they will not be wasting it capped off at 16,000. Anyway, Tricked. Seems there's no stopping to them. Pick with the XM1014. Would love to see some frags with that, although most of the time I've seen it fail over my casting career, unfortunately. SP, good timing for that push, for sure. That's one kill for at least out there, and Console's also gonna get run down by both Pick and Define, and some rifles are starting to get picked up. And Vexed Academy on a round where they have very weird weaponry, they're able to get better results than normally, actually.
And I totally agree with what you're saying as well. I think that you say a couple of really good points there. And Vexed Academy, oh, they're just being slaughtered. They had a really good chance of taking this round. We're about to big this one up as a really competitive round. The first in ages, and it's only Define left in a 1v3. And yes, he's been one of the players performing with a couple of multi-kills, but it's only 5 kills, and him leading the pack is good, but he needs to be leading the pack with 5 times the amount of kills maybe, and he does hit 1 headshot, but that's all she wrote. Tricked on double digits before Vexed Academy can even get off 1. This might be an extremely uncompetitive map.
I'm a little bit afraid. I mean, I'm not too sure about Mirage actually, because Vexed Academy had some good run on Mirage against B-Pro at first. But then, will this help against Tricked at all? And Ori just kind of falling back and starting to talk about the second map. Ori is just not a good sign overall. Tricked are not giving Vexed Academy space for breathing even, and they're trying to push down long with pistols, but they've already been found out. Everybody's spotted. Right, so lands a shot with the AWP on towards the head of Esperanto, but Quick! It's a pre-fire, pushes in with that CZ75 and gets one down. But there are 2, and the other guy apparently is unbeatable, and Kree's all alone. He's the only guy that wasn't there with the rest of the team, so he's going to extend the time this round lasts actually, but probably not looking to deal too much damage to his enemies.
Oh, Christ.
Not losing a single point of health, just waiting for that little bunny to hop out of the hole.
Kreese loses his head though, loses the very tip of it, and the brain splattered everywhere. Vexed Academy 1 to 11 down. This is horrific, but there is a path into this. They've got the double up set up back out again. It's Kvik going for the secondary up this time instead of SB or Craze. It's Kvik. Everybody's tried it out apart from Define at this point. Vex, yeah, they've got 4 players on their team that can AWP, and even Define can, but see, Kvik missing the shot, and that should be an easy one. Trick to just outplaying this Vex side, and remember Vex, they should be hitting these shots, especially shots like that. Kvik missing a really big one. Define with another double spray down, but it's not enough. Time after time, he's doing the damage, but there's nobody there to pick up the pieces after he's gone. 2v2 is Console. He's already picked up a double, but needs 1 or 2 more to close this round out, but it's going to be Pit instead. Takes 1 and the double. It's not just Define showing up in this round, it's Pit as well. The Swedish players showing up finally, puts 2 on the board, but probably not enough here.
Well, that's the thing. Just a single more round, and this round looked quite well done by them, but it's still not changing the overall situation on board, as you mentioned. And Esperanto, Craze once again with that double up setup on the right people that should be holding onto the AWPs against the other teams. It's been working out, but the other teams are not Tricked Esports, are not as strong as it turns out. And once again, I feel it might be a little bit lackluster, but let's see. First contact's not yet happened. Nobody's yet spotted anybody out, and Tricked once again taking it quite slow. And Tricked are 11-2 up. If they win this round, they're going to force another eco in the last, but it won't be an eco, it'll be a force. But Vexed Academy not going to have enough money for the rifles. And as we've seen time and time again, they need the rifles. They need the double spray down potential. Craze missing a shot. These AWPers have been horrible this whole game. SB chips in with 1, but both these AWPers in 1 position, and Craze is the first to drop. This puts a gap in the defense, and SB, he's got so much work to do. Throws out a flash to possibly slow down Tricked a little bit, and it works. Well, everybody's just still standing on the little outskirts of SP's range, so he cannot really land any more shots just yet, but he definitely should be feeling the pressure. Right, so preparing some smoke right here as they will try to go in. They do have the bomb already positioned up and ready, and Esperanto, will he peek into long? That might be not the best idea, but he doesn't do that after all. Refresh! Run for the 2 or 3 people out there and is able to survive a little bit too long, but then still has to fall over to Esperanto. Define again with a double kill, and whenever Define frags, it seems like he has to get more than just a single frag out there. 10 to 12, he's almost looking to get these positive stats, and Vexed Academy chaining 2 rounds together. It's starting to look healthier and healthier, but it's not too late. The most they can get out of the first half is 4 to 11. And it's way not enough against Tricked, and then I don't think that Tricked will have a bad time on the CT side. And although it was the worst side.
And yeah, you prove a really good point. Nobody is stepping up to help Define right now, and TM just misses that shot by a whisker, takes a shot again, but finally Craze drops. Kvik trades it back, but this is a 3v3, and Tricked, they've thinned out the defense, and it's so thin right now. Nobody on A. The Vexed Academy side rely on getting these rotates in, and they can't rotate nearly enough players if they haven't got them. Kvik drops as well. Trick to just decimating every single corner of the map right now, and this Vex side, they need to do the damage. It's 2v3, but the one saving grace, Define's still alive, and he's been the man showing up time after time, and he's on this A site. When he's feeling confident, he's going to hit absolutely every shot. Tricked closing in on him right now, wrapping around the back of this site. There's 1, 2 from Define, does all the work again, a double. This guy's been throwing the multi-kills upon us time after time, and it's Pyth, it's his job to pick up the pieces where Define left off. Inns going for this play, needs a quad kill to finish this off. Pith just needs a 1, and he finds it. 4 rounds for Vexed Academy, but it might not be enough now.
The pressure on this situation was just huge, and maybe the bomb plan would have increased the pressure a little bit more. Who knows? Whatever situation would have been, Insta was not able to win this battle at the end of the day. So 4 rounds for Vexed Academy. Not enough. I'm still going to stay with that statement, but it's better than having just a single one after all, am I right? 3 rounds in a row that they've been able to secure out there improves their situation somewhat. Now, maybe winning the pistol would actually be something there. That would decrease the difference to just 4 rounds between the teams, and then Vexed Academy have got something to work with. And as we mentioned, Tricked were actually worse on their CT side when they faced off against Cold Game. Something to look forward to.
And this pistol range so important right now. If Trick take it, they're practically on match point. They're staring it down. They'll be just on the edge. Vexed Academy, if they lose it, they'll be out.
And Define with a kill to open it up. Then the headshots are all over the place right there, but only Define finding the kills! A triple! And Console down to 11 is still there inside the water, but SP is going to be the one to take him out. Still short completely. Taken over, and I was talking about how that pistol would be vital for Vexed Academy, and they get it gifted into their hands completely. But Define, what a play over there in the tunnels with just a Glock on quite long range, being able to just split the headshots all over the place was just huge.
Pyth shows his head, but it's not long enough for Refresh to nail the headshot. But there's one. Does find one more. Spots out both of these players, but Define, being the last player alive, needs to back off. Here's the Molotov as well. Define locked out of this bomb site. Refresh goes for this defuse. Define pushes in, but Refresh gets it. What a 1v4. Refresh. That's nuts. He's choking. He wins it as well. Tricked. Unbelievable. 12-4 now, as that 1v4 looked impossible, but Refresh makes the magic happen.
No way. This is just completely outrageous. And I was talking about how he's been gradually improving, basically.
Oh my lord.
But not so much. What? How did that happen?
That was absolutely crazy. Define had to push through that Molotov. Didn't know if he had a kit, and the final shot comes through as well. That was just an absolutely nuts play. Maybe the best we've seen all Legends series. And look at the chat going Twitch as well as it plays on stream. People are just absolutely going nuts about it. And Tricked, they're just 4 rounds away from winning map 1 in convincing fashion as well. These kills are all on the SMGs, $1,800 in the pocket. This money for Trick right now is going to be brutal. Look at the final kill as well, and all 5 kills coming up on these on these SMGs, and even picking up the Galil as well. So loads of money. This is nuts.
Whoa. So Tricked are about to end this map a little bit earlier than it was expected after seeing that Pistols result. Define though getting 15-15 for himself, but he's way above the rest of the team over there. This is just, I don't know, Kreese, Vic, where are you guys? Where is Vic especially?
And this is big. Vexed Academy back to pistols again. They can't go for any of these weird forces that they've been throwing in all day, and again it's just Trick dominating them. Earlier we thought the performance was convincing, but this time it's even more so. TM has this angle on lockdown, almost a triple kill, but it's headshots galore. The SMG picks up the pieces, and just Vic left, and he's got no health points to work with, nothing going, and 19 health. It's like, how does this even work, Vic? Surely can't do this. This is to keep Vexed in the map, and Console peeks out, hits the headshot, 1 bullet as well.
Good start from Vic, actually pulling himself back up right after I said that he's somehow missing. Because Vic's definitely not a bad player at all right there, but Esperanto very solidly today, consistently. He's been up there for the team, but when the entire team is losing, well, he cannot do anything alone alongside with Define out there. But yeah, it seems like Define only was lost in the first match against Tricked, but overall, other than that, against VPro twice, right now against Tricked, Define and Esperanto are the ones stepping it up. Refresh with a double kill to open it up though. And the match is just closing into, the map rather, excuse me, is just closing into an end. The best of three has just begun after all. We're yet to see Mirage, which Vexed Academy might be getting a better shot though, but just seeing the aim situations in here most of the time, whenever the Define misses, it's just over. So I don't think it's going to be so much better for Mirage.
Nah, me neither. And obviously it's Vex pick. They played a lot of Mirage today, but we've seen them get shut down on... I think they lost to Tricked on Mirage before, didn't they? So it happening again could definitely, like 100% happen. And Tricked have looked absolutely convincing in every single matchup they've played. They've stomped all the competition. And Vex Academy not proving to be much better than either of Tricked's previous competitors. In's about to take this peek in TM with a brutal headshot. In's doing some damage, but it's not enough to find a frag. And Define 1 and 2. This guy's the only player actually fragging right now, which is respite, because earlier today in that game that they lost, he wasn't fragging. He had 1 kill in the first half, and now he really is showing up, but it isn't enough to pull his team through. They've got 4 rounds and he's got 17 kills. That's nuts. But 15-4 doesn't hold it back from this is a big, like a huge scoreline. And 17 kills, I don't want to burst anyone's bubble, but isn't actually going to make him any prize money. You only make money if you get to the top 4, and that looks like it's going to be Tricked right now. So there are no rewards for second place here.
Why did you have to mention that? But yeah,
it's just the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? This tournament isn't going to reward second place in groups. Vexed, if they're not good enough to beat Tricked here, they're going to be going home empty-handed. And as unfortunate as it is, it's competition. It's the GG life. And Vexed Academy just not up to the level of Tricked right now. This potentially final round it's looked brutal all day, but Tricked, they have to do it one more time.
Okay, then Kree's trying to spot out Lucky out there. There's a little bit of possibility. Oh, could catch a glimpse out there. Define with the first kill, but killed off right after. Not the greatest fan of Define with the AWP, because with the rifle he's easily able to chain these kills to get the multis, but with Yorp, it's just a single one and he trades back. Now back to 3-on-3. There's still one more CT in the toilets. This is the worst thing that could happen to Vexed Academy. They have to focus on them so much, but they're going to be able to win this battle. And now they have the solid lead. Now there is a big chance they will be able to secure this round.
And it's...
But do they have it?
It's a difficult situation, isn't it? Vic almost locks onto that second headshot as well. Refresh. Is this seriously going to be another quad kill? A 1v4 now, 1v3? Surely not. SB dodging around this truck, but Refresh isn't looking out for it. And SB has all the information. They both know exactly where each other are, but SB keeps his team alive. 5 rounds, but they've still got 10. They're still 10 behind. This is a nuts performance by Tricked, but Vex have an extremely long road ahead of them. Obviously, it's doable. Tricked just did it to them, for hell's sake, but 10 rounds in a row, this is potentially an insurmountable comeback.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I would say that. I would second on that. And right, so he's got the AWP. So even though they're missing a rifle on Refresh, even though they have just an SMG on Insta, Raxo's been so impressive all day long with that AWP that I think it could balance it all out easily. But let's see. Define this time has a rifle actually. Esperanto is the one playing with the AWP as it probably should be. So everything's looking perfectly fine for Vexed, but they're missing some grenades here, some grenades there. Good kill from Riso indeed, as I mentioned. And Pick, he'll be looking to try and even the things out, but he's not even going to check the corner insta-one. That's such an easy kill with the UMP. Should never happen.
Yeah, TM Zorp's been on fire. Obviously, 20 kills. Overpass, it's a map for the AWPers, and he's really shown up today. Defining Craze, the final 2 left. And what can they really be expected to do? Not all that much, I don't think. The bomb is nowhere to be found. It's all fragging power if they want to make it happen. And Define, yeah, he's been doing it all day, 18 and 18, so definitely not being afraid to frag. However, Refresh is right around the corner with the Deagle, and he's the least equipped player. The flash is perfect. Ends the round in carnage. Ends the map in heartbreak. 16-5. Is the final scoreline, and what a fitting way to end it with just such an outstanding play.
Refresh, though, he turned around the entire second pistol, now closes off the map with a double deagle, a base play right here, and we'll be transferring ourselves over to Mirage for the second map. But as we mentioned throughout Overpass right here, the chances of Vexed performing much better than that are pretty slim. I just, yeah, don't expect so much better of a performance from them right here.
And obviously, this could be the final. This could be the final map of the group stage coming up. A 16-4 scoreline, and earlier it was 16-7. So Vexed in 2 maps, only taking 11 rounds. How much better can they be expected to fare in a second map, in a Mirage of all maps? When we say that that this Vex side is should be the team hitting the frags, hitting the headshots, but so far Tricked, yeah, they've been outplaying them team wise, but again it's been the team play and the frag wise. They've been they've been hitting every single shot. However, we are going to go to a quick break before this map 2, but don't go anywhere because it's going to be the second and potentially final map of the Legend Series group stage. See you in a moment.
Heads up. Jamie, take out the trash!
I can't hear you over the sound cancelling of my Sennheiser GSP 350 headset. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome for possibly the final time today, because and maybe the final time for this whole Legend Series group stage. I might get emotional, but it is the second map, Tricked versus Vexed Academy. It's been a very long, grueling group stage, not just for the teams, for us as well. But this final map might spell the end of Vexed Academy, and it might spell the end of Group D as well, with Tricked finishing off our final 4 teams. If they can take one more map, just one more out of the 2, either Mirage or Inferno, they'll be joining Outlaws, Imperial, and WASD in our final 4, where 2 of them will make our LAN at an undisclosed location. We haven't disclosed it yet, but it's all very exciting. How are you, Nero?
I'm fine. I'm
fine?
Waiting for this map to kick off. I am definitely willing to just start it right now and find out whether what we're expecting will actually happen, because just Vexed Gaming are not on par with Tricked Esports just yet. But maybe something during the break has changed. Maybe they've undergone some interesting conversation with each other, and now it will change a little bit. And they will take Mirage, and then on Inferno might be quite similar to Mirage, like we mentioned when the previous match has been starting. But this far, overall, the performance against Beat Pro also wasn't like fulfilling. But I don't know, just I'm fired up to finally see. And as you say, Tricked are the ones to be looking into to get the first spot in Group D to qualify for the playoffs. Then they will want to qualify for the LAN finals once again to just top the performance from the last Legend Series, from Legend Series #1, where they actually qualified for the LAN finals, but gave up their spot actually over to the German mixed team Legends.
Sure.
And
Okay. How did that go?
That went not so well for Legends as they lost 0-3, but
Okay.
but yeah, I'm thinking that maybe if Tricked came over, maybe they would have been able to secure the first spot in the entire tournament. So that's probably what they're aiming at right now. Just win the entire Legend Series #3, as last time scheduling was not so good for them.
Sure thing, and obviously this is likely going to be another whitewash map, right? Did you think that this is going to be as one-sided as the first?
I think there's a big possibility for Vexed Academy to actually get a little bit more done than on the first map, because like Overpass, it's this map. If you're proficient at it, then you're gonna win it. You're gonna stomp your enemies. They're not gonna know how to move on the map as well as you do. But here on Mirage, there will be a little bit more random stuff happening, a little bit more random skirmishes where Vexed Academy might be able to win with, for instance, Defiant's amazing aiming skills, right?
Sure thing, and that's Vex winning another knife round. So they've actually been pretty proficient with the knife rounds today. However, not as proficient with the gun rounds of any caliber against, well, especially against Tricked. Every other team, they've been able to dismantle. They've established themselves as the definite best, well, the second best team in this group, sorry. However, Tricked, they've definitely proven to be the best. And ain't that snazzy camera angle there from our producer Willie? I like that. SB, he's just scouting out, trying to see if we can get any additional information on the entry, but Trick, they're already on the site. Don't need any additional information to find. Oh, starting off strong, 2 headshots. But he is going to be traded back out. Pyth and TM both missing bullets. Switches out to another Glock. On the floor, 40 bullet galore, sprays it all on, but Tricked, 2 versus 3. They need to do the damage now. That was a fake defuse, though.
No dev kit.
Don't actually have a kit at all. Ings takes 1, but that's not quite enough. The defuse will come in. Long 10 seconds, but Vex going to take it.
Yeah, no dev kit right there. Definitely has given a little bit of an opportunity over to Tricked, especially as you said, it was just a fake defuse. I feel like some of the teams would have made the choice to go for a 2v2 and instead left one man defusing if they didn't have a dev kit, but it's a little bit of a ballsy move by Vexed Academy. But yeah, that's something that they exceed at. Just this aggression, some of these frags that they're able to get in unexpected situations. Most importantly, Define again, getting a double kill. This guy just never stops, and I think that he just needed a little bit of time to adapt to Tricked. When they played against each other in the first matchup, he wasn't so confident right there, but now as he sees they're not gods, they can bleed, and it's possible to take them down, so he just kicks off again. But that was not the best smoke by him.
Obviously, yeah, far from. But obviously, Vexed Academy don't play nearly as many tournaments as Trick do. So Trick are playing all the time. They're playing in loads of these online leagues. Vex don't. And I've seen to find, hanging about our chat, lurking about Legend Series for a really long time now. He's helped us out a lot. And obviously, just a friendly guy. But he hasn't got a lot else to concentrate on. So when it's game time, you've got to be feeling the pressure. If it's everything that you've been thinking about for a couple of days, you've obviously got to be worried about it. Vexed, they've lost loads of players early. And finally traded back 1, 2, and 3 by SB and Craze. This 2v2, but they're very low at this point. Craze doing more, both with doubles and TM drops as well. Perfectly rebalanced as Vex take their second.
Okay. Vex definitely should be happy with it. Now Scouts on the hands of Kreese, though. I'm really curious as to how he'll try to use it in this up-and-coming round. Going up against the AKs could be pretty dangerous, but now this is where it gets serious. Tricks actually are holding on to the AKs right here. Will definitely go down to the initial aim battles. If they don't lose like 2 people at the very beginning of the round, I'm quite positive that they'll have the upper hand.
So the way Tricked play, it's the same as Imperials. It's the same as Virtus Pro. They like to go for these early buys to pressure the economy of the Vex side. And they're doing it again straight into the A site. Luke with a beautiful triple kill, doing everything by himself. And Tricked burst out onto this A site. Pyth drops as well, quick. Oh, it's almost a beautiful quad kill, but Luke falls back a little bit and Quick trades it back. TM drops and Vex, there's no way they're going to get back onto this bomb site. Vic's been locked completely out. The bomb's planted in such compromising position, and Luke's on the flank as well. As horrible as it can get, Trick just put the pressure up.
See, so no double kill by Define to open up the round, and Trick just somehow able to pull through as soon as they have the rifles. And that's probably what it would look like throughout the entire map. I don't know though. Vexed Academy definitely kicked it off quite well and convincingly, so hopefully they'll continue like it. Hopefully they'll bring the challenge over to Tricked Esports.
And the T's dispersing from spawn for the second time, hoping for a round win. And it's a 5 AK setup. Trick love to do this on their T side. Sometimes electing to go for 1 AWP, but see those nades all rain through. Craze. The ops haven't been too effective for Vex. They've missed a lot of shots, and 2 legs for Craze, so good damage. And there's the follow-up flick. Doesn't find the kill though, but lots of damage done. These Deagles made a lot more effective by the damage, but all of these Trick players have good health at this point. The Ins are lucky the 2 low players drop and refresh. He finds his third.
Yep, Aspiranto, all that's left out there. Him and his Deagle and a flashbang. Not too convinced that he'll be able to win a 1v3 with just a single flashbang out there. People in 3 different angles, so they can manage the situation very well, no matter what he does. But surely looking for a rifle to pick up. Surely something that he can hold on to, something that he can provide his team for the next rounds. And what is he going to do? There are 2 corpses out there, right? And the weapons are not being cleaned up really too much by Trick, but they're too far away from him. Yeah, so he runs out, and he might even die here. Oh yes, there we go! Nice. Right, so gets the kill.
So that bomb really screwed him up. One of those AKs were reachable, but the bomb explosion blasted them all onto short. So far away for him, unable to find the AK-47, and he also dies as well. So a little bit of kill bonus going into the hands of Tricked, and you see they're slowly but surely gaining that economy. 3 members on over $4,000, and that's only going to increase after this round. Yeah, they haven't got the SMGs, but they have got these AK-47s that will shred through the pistols. Tricked in the driver's seat here. They'll likely have a lot of money after this round. And it's Vex's job to do a little bit of damage with these Deagles with the P250s. And I can't see it happening. Lukey starts off the fragging. Here come the plays, but Kvik hits a double headshot, and there's the AWP as well, but he does land the shot. Could have been dangerous for TM to miss that one. And on a 3 versus 4, these 3 Vexed Academy members need to set up for some exits, need to do some damage. They can't let Trick survive with 4 or 5 rifles left. It means so much money in their pockets, so little investment. And you see Tricked have barely even used their nades. So these smokes, these flashes, they'll be reserved for the follow-up push. They're not going to have to invest into $2,000 worth of flash. And every little helps when it comes to economy, especially on Mirage, where you will take a couple of casualties every single round on both sides of the map. That's why it's so difficult to get rolling on one side or the other. It does make it a little more T-sided, because obviously CTs have to invest a little bit more, and it makes it a little bit more difficult to actually gain a bank. But you see, that's an issue that Vex Academy has had all day. If you don't win the rounds, you're punished when it comes to economy, as well as the Trick side being very rich.
Yeah, as well as Vex Academy sometimes making very poor economically decisions rather. So that's also something that completely just deteriorates the economical situation. Insta's gonna get a good headshot on Pith now. Lucky's gonna get a kill on Esperanto. Define somehow replies. Then Refresh coming in from the other side. So getting surrounded, getting pincered in bomb sites A in such a short period is kind of scary thing. Tricked way too easily on getting through connector out there.
Yeah, and this is very similar to the style Vexed used themselves against B-Pro earlier to manhandle the Bulgarians on their T side. They burst into connector, straight out onto the A site, doing the damage before B-Pro even knew what hit them. This time it's Vexed falling foul to the same sort of tactics, and all of these rifles likely going to be lost here in sealing the deal. Double kill for him. The triple in total means that Tricked going to be 4-2 up, and they've just been rolling.
Well, that's what they've been doing right now, and 5-2 in favor of Tricked. That's what we can pretty much already call, though. Some late buy-ups from Vexed Academy, although just taking some better pistols. The Fine and Esperanto will have some Kevlars out there for them, and they definitely could be looking to grab some weapons if they find any kills overall in the entire round. But Esperanto, he's got a good position only if nobody checks it, or maybe if the Fine baits the enemies away well enough. But the Fine's not going to bait him away at all. He just dies. A refresh. He's going to look that way, and he's not even going to die.
Some people talking about Comanche in the chat. The best ELC meme 2017. Thank you very much. You have been spotted in the chat. You have been recognized. Nobody else will acknowledge you, but I certainly will. 10 out of 10 meme right there. Tricked will survive again with 5 players alive, very likely, unless Pith can do something crazy, but he's falling back, receding back into apps with his Deagle. This save isn't actually going to be worth all that much. He has got enough money to buy into the next one, and it's going to be the full $3,400 loss bonus. Vexed have all the money that they need in terms of their Roundly investment, and they've got a little bit of money in their bank to top it off. So Pitt, with just a Deagle, is going to allow all these 5 Trick members to save. But if we're talking about the Vex economy being good at this point, a triple OPSEC, 4 AWPs Vexed. This is desperate.
What?
Look at this. How desperate can you be?
Okay, 3 AWPs didn't work out, so 4 is certainly a better idea. Even though we've won so many double AWP rounds, just let's go for 4. 2 make no sense. All right. Vexed Academy with some next level strats. If this works out, I'm gonna be completely
New meta?
surprised. And yeah, but this just costs so much. Anything falls apart in this setup, you're screwed.
Double glass cannon, double full AWP. That's some pretty nuts stuff. 5-2 is the scoreline, and Vexed Academy, they're really struggling to get anything going. The double up setup is exactly what they what they want to do to really get back in this game, but Tricked, I don't think that they're going to fall for this double AWP setup.
Let's go. So right, so wondering if actually playing with the AWP we'll be able to pick somebody off right here. Insta. Oh, Insta's gonna get the kill on the Fine, so the other AWP start to fall apart right here. Rice also with a kill. 2 of them already gone. Now the proper regular double up setup also fails a little bit. What a quick round! And only Refreshes lost not even half of his HP. 6-2 in favor of Tricked Esports. Ouch!
So Tricked have lost 5 members in the last 5 rounds. They're losing on average 1 player a round, and this is just way too little for the Vex side. They're doing so little damage that they're not even close to getting these rounds. Define trying to do the damage with the Max 7, puts 2 shots through, but they're not doing enough. He's on 1 HP and stays alive, but Tricked, they need to be wary of him. There's more shots, but it's long range. The Max 7's not effective from this range. A follow-up nade finishes off ins, but Define, he fired her across about 5 shots from the Mag 7, not doing the damage though. In Tricked 3v4, for Refreshes on 1 HP, Define's on 1 HP. This is could be so close, and Lucky's low as well, joining his very low HP teammates. Define takes one in the face. TM so fast, and Define not spotting it. leaves A very exposed as the rotate comes on through. SB needs to support Pythia, who's got a nega for some reason. And this is just so weird. This is so weird.
That grenade could have actually been a double kill over there for Define. It would have changed everything so much, but instead Refresh survived, and that's a little bit tricky, I've got to tell you that. Oh look, he's going to be spotted out, SP, with an easy equalizer in here, but it's going to be tricky for Biff either, because if he screws anything up with that negative, he's going to be as good as dead. TMNT! He's going to get that kill. Bombs planted, Refresh 1 HP though, SP wins it, and that's the third round for Vexed Academy, but man, what a struggle it's been.
Just in the nick of time. And this puts Vexed Academy in a very difficult position. After winning that round with only one player alive, only one AWP saved, everybody else is going to have to go for a full investment. Probably the AWPs whip back out. Yes, a double AWP setup for them once again. But everybody else, they're going to have to invest every single penny into this round. And it means that their loss bonus is completely dissipated. So Vexed, it's win or die at this point. Tricked. If they take one of the next 2-3 rounds, they're going to be back in the driver's seat, and Vex back to ecoing, and this one's going to be a hard double eco, so the triple AWPs might not be able to save you this time. SB looking down into mid, but nobody's challenging him. Trick taking it slow, making Vex sweat.
So the 3 AWPs just, I don't know, impress me. Come on, Piff, land a shot for the first time today with an AWP.
Yeah, it's been a shame seeing Pitt not really showing up. And again, misses with these AWPs. Cray takes a lot of damage. Falls back to the B site though, so him staying alive is the most important factor there. Vex keeping 5 players across this whole map, but Tricked. It's 50 seconds. They've baited out all of the utility. Vex don't have a single nade left, and they still haven't gone for a push.
Oh, good kill from Vic, but he's being surrounded by some more people out there, and not much more damage done by that. Spade's going to get 1 kill, but Kreese dies at the same time. He was down to 23. Now Spade's going to be spotted out by Lucky, who is already up so close. Nobody expected that from Vexed Academy. And it's down to 1-man lead in favour of Trick, with the bomb planted too, with an AWP on the Refresh. That's also something refreshing on Trick's side. Mostly it's been just about RAZER, really.
It's Pitt's job to open up this site with the AWP. No rifle to fall back on. Needs to land the shots now. And members of Trick know where he's playing from. No, not to peek this AWP. And that's 1 rifle gone, and Pitt might be next in line with 31 HP. Trickter starting to push him down. Lucky going to be the first man to push into CT spawn. Depends. Is he going to go into jungle, or is he going to go straight down into CT spawn? The answer is the wrong way. We'll back out again. Might actually peek this corner. Pitt needs to land a shot, and he does. Stays alive.
Yeah.
So crucial and clutch. Staying alive, the most important thing there. It's the only weaponry that they're going to have, the only rifle that they'll have, and Define buying up fully. I was going to say keeping the USP, but no, somebody dropped him a PT50, and Vexed. They need to run this Pasha Bicep style setup with just him, just Pith with the AWP, the rest with pistols. Works for Pasha, can it work for Pith? The P's.
Can they actually pull it off? It's getting a double with the deagle alone. That's a good start to the round for sure, but they will not rack up anything out of these kills. They just make the defensive Tricks a little bit weaker when they will have to start the retake going. They do have the defuse kit on Piff too, and that might be crucial. But him playing with the 8 on the retake scenario also just make it too colourful, but now Define's going to get a kill through the smoke a little bit, luckily hitting the headshot out. And
wow.
They get a double here. The hands up Console. 1v1 right now.
He knows where the last player is as well. Craze, he's not going to be able to get back onto this bomb site. Console, oh, what a shot! Clutch from Craze, who finds the final bullet. That was so crucial to hit that 1 bullet there. Console knew exactly where he is, just about getting the defuse in the last second. Craze clutches it, nuts. All Console had to do was stay alive for a millisecond longer, and he would have made it work.
That's just, the worst thing that could happen. I was mentioning that he had no ammo. He had 7 bullets in the mag right there on this AK-47, and that's the thing. Had he just survived a split second longer, but how did it happen with a single tap out of the CZ-75? He knew exactly where the other guy was coming from, so why not run away? Why not just play around with him or whatever? He knew how much of a force buy it was. He could have realized that he would have no defuse kit. Anyway, it would have maximized his chances also anyway, had he just ran a little bit further. I don't know. Define spotted out at first though. The worst thing that could happen to Vexed Academy, lose Define as the first man. So hopefully he'll be able to survive behind that barrel, but oh, that's not happening really. No, he's going to burn down. An easy entry kill for Trick to open up that bomb site A. And there's nobody up close to cover that bomb site anyway. So all they're doing is just boosting that up by trying to bait somebody out, but they're not going in.
So mad. This is so mad. Tricked. They're probably not even going to peek Craze in this position. And you see, they're just setting up a defensive position now with 3 players just holding back this bomb. The bomb's planted in such an advantageous position that as Vexed move into this site, they're likely just giving away rifles here. Console with the spray down. There goes the smoke, and they might just elect to defuse in this smoke. TM hits the shot. All these rifles are going to drop so much damage. Craze on 2 HP. He's going to die as well. Trick doing all the damage, and this is Vex back to 0 money, back to pistols, and they've been reset once again.
Yeah, that defuse can work out when you're in like a 1v1 or 1v2, but when there's 5 AKs pounding at a single smoke, the chances of you not being hit by them is like non-existent at all.
And Tricked might make the final 4 and close off this group stage in the next 15 minutes. They've got 1 half left and it needs to be strong. Otherwise, they could give Vexed Academy a look back into this series, but surely not. They're just creaming the defense. Pit only taking 1, but it's only a consolation frag, 4 rounds, and 5 separate them as Tricked are just rolling off ahead.
Okay, man, so Tricked. Actually, I don't know. How do you sum up the first half? Do you think that Vexed have done better than an overpass, or is it just the same?
I don't think it matters. I think exactly the same. I think they did horrible on overpass, and I think they're doing horribly now. Unless they can get something rolling on their T side, they're going to be out of this series and out of Group D, out of Legend Series as well.
Okay, so for now at least, this round doesn't seem so horrible at all, though Piff is going to get sprayed down through the wall and the connector out there, so Refresh gets an easy kill for him. Fix down to 10 HP, Molly's all over the place, and this Inferno, he's got to be dead in just a moment, or is he? Refresh, can he actually not die?
That's such a temperamental angle. Like, you see his cross-up was almost like dead on, but I'm sure there's something broken about that box, because you can shoot somebody in the head and miss those shots, even with an AWP. I want the Redditors of the world. There are 1,200 people looking, so there's got to be one, like, super investigative journalist like Redditor out there. I want them to test out whether that angle is broken, and I guarantee you get like 3,000 karma for it. If you do like a dead Valve dead game post on Reddit, guaranteed like 3,000 karma from Squid. So you can thank me in the morning when you get all that karma, and I'll be very happy if somebody goes into a server, proves that that angle's broken. My theory is that angle's totally broken, or maybe I'm just shit. I mean, can't hit anything, but I think that angle's broken. I think that was dead on, and I've seen it happen like so many damn times now. Tricked have double digits though. 11 rounds is on the cards for them, but they're about to walk into a stack by the looks of things, but straight through the smoke. 1 and 2, TM and Refresh drop. Define a cremation for him as he gets shot into the flames.
You know what Trick's doing right here is just sort of toying with their enemies. Every single time, a Molotov into an obvious position, and then if there is a smoke, they spray at it. So there's a little bit of a chance you're going to get it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't matter. You just wasted a little bit of ammo. You still have more than enough on an AK. And it's been the same situation with Define on the tickets booth right there. They throw in an HE, they throw in a molly, they spray through it. Easy kill out there. Just like that, they open it up with a 5-on-4, 5-on-3. Can get the bomb planted, and once again, Vexed Academy just staying away from there. This is the last round of the first half. They're staying away from the bomb site, yeah.
Yeah, this is a bit of a laugh, bit of a giggle. It's a bit of a giggle. Why aren't they going for this? What is wrong with these people? They're not going for this bomb site at all, and Trick, they're just pushing right into Kitchen. SB is going to be the last to fall. He's not even going for it. Do they? It's just frags. It's just feel-good frags ready for the T-pistol round, and I don't get it.
Save up that AK.
I don't get it. Yes. Well, if he keeps into the pistol round, maybe, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to spawn with this AK-47 now.
You know, you said the game is broken, so maybe he just tried to break it even further by bringing the AK to a pistol round. I don't know. Maybe at least a Kevlar. Just defuse kit, whatever, flashbang.
Vexed Academy, it's a final pistol round for them. This is likely going to be their final pistol round of Legend Series, as they really need it to force Inferno. Otherwise, it's going to be Tricked champions of Group D. Nothing's phased them all day. Their only competition will likely be the Bulgarians in the final four, of which there are two. Define finds a nice shot straight onto B, and Tricked, they need to keep these players out. Define's been a monster, and that's a final way to shut him down. TM with the double, both in one, and looking for the third as well. Pyth, he's made mincemeat by TM, who finds 3 in a row, looking for more as well. TM's on point, and in luck he puts Define, teach me that Glock, and Define puts okay. So they are. Lucky says he's impressed. So, and I'm certainly impressed as well. Like no joke. Define has been perfect with the Glock all day, and I didn't miss that. I chose to ignore it. TM, come on, man. What are you doing? Console taps that bomb, but it's just to force the peek out. And SB finds a fast headshot. Could definitely hold down Connector, but 2 members of Trick stand in his way. They've got a smoke and a defuse, and against the pistol, this is all very difficult. SB finds one more. Needs to pick up this utility and the kit as well. The smoke's perfect, and he peeks at an off angle. Refresh gets shot in the head. Vex stay alive.
I don't know. Define last time a double kill with a Glock. No, not even a double. It was a triple right there in the tunnels and overpass. Now he only gets a single one, and he's getting complimented by Trick. He's supposed like it was actually a victorious round, just like the last time. But SP makes it a victorious round. What a quad kill from him. And so unlucky. The guy with 1 HP was not able to get through. And the headshot through that smoke out there. SP getting through Connector, instantly getting a headshot on the third guy that was out there in the first place. It just feels good. Just feels good for Vexed Academy. But instead, they gave up the hill right now over to TMNC, and right, so just like that, will be looking for some kills for himself. Define down to 20, Quick down to 34. They lose the only guy that had full HP. This might as well be over.
Oh my lord, Vexed. How'd you lose this? They had the absolute advantage in terms of weaponry. Vic with just a Mac-10 needs to get his hands on a rifle, and there it is. There's the AK-47, but he's only got 34 HP. Now 6 HP. He's got no health to talk about. TM finishes the job, and 12-5's the scoreline. Trick, they're so close to being champions here today.
Yeah, that's just... no. Not happening for Vexed Academy, unfortunately. A great play in the pistol round, but once again, as you mentioned, popping the bubble and overpass right there. Such a clutch play, such a highlight. In the pistol round alone, when you cannot continue it up, it's just not going to give you anything. No prize money for you for that. But you can get some nice highlight reel going for YouTube.
Oh, Refresh just an inch away from hitting that shot with the scout. It's lucky on the other side of the map to take 1 and 2. M4, there's the triple as well. Inns needs to hit something, but it's all been lucky this round. TM as well, these pistols being grinded up. 13 rounds likely for Tricked here. It's going to be 13-5.
Oh, what a position. Come on. Easy kill. And he instantly actually hits it.
Pyth put outside B house in chat. That's funny. I've never seen that. I don't know how many maps of Counter-Strike I've casted, but I've never seen that in a professional game. Somebody call out their teammate's position. You put sneaky B house in chat.
It's important to point it out because I don't think that we've really emphasized that.
These guys.
We've never really emphasized that. A lot of people are saying and ridiculing Pipe because he's been playing in Ninjas in Pajamas and from Ninjas in Pajamas to Vexed Academy and playing with Defiant and stuff like that. This is a mix. He's not signed up for Vexed Academy. He's not a consistent member of this team. He's just playing with friends, you can call it.
Pipe is continuing his rampage, saying that Kreese is drunk. I know you guys can't see the chat at home, unfortunately, but it's my job to give you the insight. It's my job to give you the insider info. This is what's going on right now, and there's 1,200, exactly 1,200 people in the chat who want to know exactly what's going on. If you stay awake past midnight watching Counter-Strike, you deserve to know what goes on in the admin chat. You deserve to know what goes on in the player chat, and I'm given that information. So I'm gonna do what I can for the people. I'm gonna give you the skins and the 1v1 Angel. I'm gonna give you the info in the admin chat. I'm gonna do it for you, viewers. Eating a confidence 2017.
Just trusting into a RAZER that he's going to connect that AWP shot, jumping over to catwalk from the window. Doesn't care at all that he can be taken out at any given moment. But yeah, Tricks have been so confident throughout the entire day with their shots. They're just hitting everything. Maybe only Defiant can top the performance.
Oh, no. They're not even going to check console. Looking for the double kill. Oh, he's going for the knife as well. Finishes him off. And the double as well. Oh, they're not even checking it at this point.
It was even a left click. Yeah. He didn't even bother to right click.
What a nuts play. And there's no communication happening right now on the Vexed Academy side. This is pretty much over. Tricked gonna be the champions of Group D. It's gonna be the 16-5, I'm pretty sure, as well. And the knife as well. That's like the fifth knife for today, right, Nero?
Yeah, at least, I would say.
At least. Nuts.
Yeah, this is crazy, but yeah, the best sum up ever. I don't think we can cover it any better than the players themselves.
XD. Tricked, likely going to be 16-5 up, but they've got to do it just 2 more times, and it has to start against these Tech 9s, 2 UMPs. Lucky, a bit cautious that smoke's going to dissipate and he's going to get caught out. Doesn't really know where to look right now, but right below him is the correct answer. SP finds him, claims the M4, but it's lost out in the open. And Trick, they're missing a lot of shots right now. Charged down by Vex. This is how they should have played 25 minutes ago. Refresh, doing all the damage. Pistols out, but can't finish the job. TM, there's another shot straight through the box. Knows where Craze is and nails it. 15 rounds for Tricked.
Okay. I was supposed to say, yeah, I wasn't so sure about the 16-5, but apparently it's actually going to be 16-5.
TM is touching his teammates in very inappropriate places. I know it's midnight, but I still don't know if we're allowed to show what just happened on Twitch.
Okay, so let's take a little look at the stats.
you want no part of that, right? You want 0 part of that comment.
I mean, you're just...
You dodged that so quick.
I don't even, because like, yeah, some of these situations, yeah, you can't miss that, you can't unsee them, but I feel like you should be asleep by this time, Jamie.
15-5 for Tricked, and they need to make 1 out of 10 happen if they want to close this match out. But Vexed Academy, I feel like they gave up a little while ago. I read the admin chat earlier, and I know that Vexed weren't entirely confident about this match. They were making jokes in the admin chat like GG Tricked before the consolidation final had even been played. So I feel like they've mentally checked out of this game before it even started. And being 10 rounds down now is an insurmountable comeback. Tricked, They've got 5 kills remaining before they can make the final 4, and I'm sure it's going to happen. In starts off the fragging, 19 HP, and falls back. It's just 4 players remaining.
A good shot by RAZER again, because he never makes bad ones apparently today. Console also looking to back him up if the need be, but I'm trusting in then RAZER that he'll get some more kills for us. Also close to hitting Pip out there, but not quite there. Oh, he's gonna get that too! And Craig's down to 20, so GG, that's gonna be game. Map number 2 going over to Tricked Esports either. And 2-0, them topping Group D, being the last team to find themselves in the playoffs, and especially with RAZER closing that all off. It's probably the best suited player by this time.
What an awesome performance from Tricked all day, dropping no more than 7 rounds in a single map, and that is just a crazy performance. Vexed Academy were not on the level of Tricked. So that finishes off our final 4. It's Tricked, Outlaws, Imperial, and WAZD. Who is going to make the LAN final? It's going to be 2 of them. Join us again on the 16th of August. Mark that in your calendar. It's next week for the final day of Legend Series, the final online day of Legend Series, before we reveal our LAN final location. Which of the 2 teams are going to make it there? We'll see you very soon for another episode of Legend Series.
Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna say goodbye.